goes away, the dog goes away, right? I just steal things that other people have said. That's not original. Okay, so that's all want to and no have to. So people say, well, I use all positive, and that's great. But what happens when your dog goes, no thanks, I don't feel like that treat right now, right? Where are you going to go? And so there's been, and actually I have a paper in the works on this right now. When you talk about compulsion, I don't want to use any compulsion, is what I hear. There's a difference between compulsion and aversion, right? Aversion is icky, bad, they don't like it. And in fact, there's still times when aversion might be a good thing, right? But compulsion, sorry mate, you have to do it, you know, because you just have to. And there's ways to be compulsive or to introduce compulsion where it's not a negative thing and the dog doesn't take it personally and is not miserable. So it's just sort of a training thing, and actually I don't want to go there either. But the thing that sort of joins both of these is that you're talking about, you have universal feedback. One thing, either food or the collar pop. And you're evaluating whatever just happened, the behavior, right? But you're not ever indicating what's the correct response. You give food or you don't give food. If you don't give food, what was I supposed to do? I don't know, I'll guess, right? If you give a collar pop, okay, I wasn't supposed to do that. What am I supposed to do? I don't know, I'll have to guess. In both cases, the dog has to guess, right? And it turns out that the key thing that Sylvia Bishop was doing that changed the way the dogs work, that changed the way my dogs work, that changed the way I worked with my dogs, and that was the reason they were so successful in everything they did, had to do with not just evaluating what they did, but also explaining to them what I did want, what was the correct response, okay? And in order to do this, okay, she was taking advantage of the cognitive processes in the dog. All right, so now we're going to get to some definitions. Let's talk about learning. What are two kinds of conditioning when you talk about learning?